Today's lesson is on how do we interpret two-way frequency tables. A principal of a school with 484 students collected information about how many of the students wear glasses. Complete the table. Take a second to copy down the question and the table. So this is a two-way frequency table. We have comparing two things. The top part talks about students who wear glasses, sometimes and never. And the left-hand side talks about the boys, girls, and the total. This very bottom left corner, this is always going to be the overall total. So in this case, there's a total of 484 students. So that is going to be 484. Now the way to complete the table, you just have to look to see where you are missing only one piece of information. If I look and notice here, for students who always wear glasses, I have 40 boys and 36 girls. So I know that the total of students who always wear glasses is just going to be to add those numbers. So my total there would be 76. Students who never wear glasses, I also see I have 161 and 144. So when I add those numbers, I get a total of 305 students. Now I can look to see going across. I notice for my girls,
please come to the lobby.
I have 36, 55, and 144. So if I add up 36, 55, and 144, I have my total of 235. So that was how I could find all those missing totals. Now the rest is just like solving an equation. I have a blank space here. I have a total of 484. I have 235 total girls. So to find my total for the boys, I can just subtract those numbers and have 249. Now for boys who sometimes wear glasses, I have a total of 249 boys. And I can subtract the 40 who always wear glasses and the 161 who never wear glasses to get me 48. So I got this 48 because I did 249 minus 40 minus 161. Now my total for sometimes wear glasses, I can have the 48 plus the 55. 48 plus 55 gives me 103. So now my table is completed. And the second question. Felipe surveyed students at his school. He found that 73 students own a cell phone and 57 of those students own an MP3 player. There are 13 students who do not own a cell phone, but own an MP3 player. 9 students do not own either device. Construct a two-way frequency table summarizing the data. Take a second to copy down the question. So when we're constructing a two-way table, I need to have two pieces of information. My two pieces of information are if they own an MP3 player and if they own a phone. So I'm going to put on my left-hand side students who own an MP3 player, and students who do not own an MP3 player, and my total. You always want the data to remain the same. So on the left-hand side, I have the same data. On the top, I'm going to have my other piece of data, which is students who own a phone, students who do not own a phone, and then finally, my total. So I have my table created. Now I need to put in my information. I see that 78 students own a cell phone. So that doesn't say anything at all about the MP3 player. So I can go to students who own a phone. So students own phone here. And the total would be 78. 57 of those students own an MP3 player. So own a phone and an MP3 player, that would be 57. The next piece of information is that there are 13 students that do not own a cell phone but own an MP3 player. So do not own a phone, but own an MP3 player. That would be 13. And 9 students do not own either device. So do not own an MP3 player and do not own a phone. Now that I put in all my information from the word problem, now I can go and fill in my missing information. The total for do not own a phone would be 13 plus 9, which gives me 22. Now I can find the overall total by doing 22 plus 78 to give me the 100 students. I can also own the total students who own an MP3 player would be 57 plus 13. That would be 70. Now to find the total of students who do not own an MP3 player, I can do my 100 for the total minus 70 to give me 30. Now to find the total of students who do not own an MP3 player but own a phone, I can do my 30 minus 9, which is 21. I also could have done 78 minus 57 and still gotten the same answer of 21.